He answered the phone. He answered the phone and like, and then I was about to, he's like, why you keep calling? I said, why I keep calling? Welcome back to my channel. It's Lou. If you're new, welcome to my channel. I hope you like what you see. Feel free to press the subscribe button that's down below, and also the bell notification so you guys are notified every time that I post a new video. As you guys can see by the title, you guys like the last one that I did, and also in the last one I was telling you guys if you guys wanted to hear the story of me, of my story time of I guess dating a fuckboy. And I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna keep looking up on the thing because that's where the flip screen is, and I'm kind of used to like looking at myself, so I'm gonna try not to do that, but if I do, my bad. But yeah, and if this story time is too long, I am gonna, like, you know, finish my makeup off camera so it can be faster or whatever. But a few people said that they wanted to hear the story time, so I'm just like, you know what, why not? And I already primed my face or whatever, and I already did my brows to make it like faster. I want to do some eyeshadow, but I don't want to be here too long, but I'm gonna do my eyeshadow anyways. All right, so basically the story is basically, I don't even want to say dating because we did not date at all whatsoever. Honestly, I didn't even know if we were honestly even talking. But basically, I think I should name it, I guess, dealing with a fuck nigga or whatever. But okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm not gonna say no names or anything because this happened like this is fresh, okay? So it hasn't even been like a full, I think it's been a full month. It's been a full month, but so like I said, it is pretty fresh. But honestly, I don't even know if he watches any of my videos, and if he does, I don't give a fuck. But honestly, I really don't care. But yeah, so start from the beginning. So you guys, I worked at a gas station. You guys know Wawa and stuff like that, like they're the best gas station ever. I mess with them, but I left working from over there, but that's besides the point. But yeah, so I worked at the gas station Wawa, and as you guys know, like I work night shift, so I kind of I met a lot of people during the night or whatever. But honestly, I really wasn't like, let me not say looking, but I really don't be paying nobody no mind, because if you do have like a job, you guys know how guys normally are. Like if you have like a fast food, anyways, you know, when you work at fast food places and stuff like that, you know how the guys be at the drive-through and stuff. But Wawa is basically a place you go into, like they sell gas, obviously, and oh shit, and they also do food and all that extra stuff. But yeah, so basically this dude, like before I even like start, like, okay, I never seen this dude before, and I never seen his face before. Just to put that out there, like I never seen him or anything, because like I said, I don't really pay people like no mind in there, like, because I normally have on my headphones and like mind my damn business and like get my job done and go home. But this particular day, it was the last week of when I was about to quit, basically, because I gave my 2 weeks notice and I was about to quit. Okay, and I don't know if you guys want me to like say exactly what I'm doing, but I am gonna go in with my Morphe palette to I'm just gonna do some like brownish looks on my eyes today. Nothing too dramatic. But yeah, like I was saying, where I left off, yeah, I was basically about to quit because I did give them my 2 weeks notice and stuff. So I was on my last couple of days, and basically it was December. It was around December, which was like freshly like about 2 months ago. And yeah, it was around December. I think the week before Thanksgiving, the week before Christmas, right? So, you know, I guess everybody was in the mood of giving, whatever. But yeah, it was around Christmas, and I work night shift, which is basically in the middle of the night. And I leave around 6 a.m. and it was around like 5 a.m. or something, 5 or 4 a.m. And this homeless guy, like, I don't even know if he was homeless, but he looked like a crackhead. And he came in front of me, not in front of me, but basically, cause how can I explain it? There's like a counter, and I'm right here, and then the crackhead is on the other side. So, and then basically, he came like straight up to me because I was in the front, and then he was like, here, just like that. He was like, here. I'm looking at, it was an envelope. He's like, here. I'm like, why are you giving this to me? Like, what is it? And then he's basically like, here, take it. I'm like, what is it? I'm not taking it, because me, bitch, I'm thinking he's a crackhead. I'm like, I'm not finna take nothing from you. Like, I don't know what the hell you got in there. I don't know if you put like any type of drugs, cocaine, I don't know, whatever the hell people be putting in shit. So I'm like, no, I ain't touching that shit. I'm like, I don't want it. You can keep it. And then that's when he's like, oh, you're not gonna regret it. You're not gonna regret it. You got, it's from your secret admirer. I'm like, the freak secret admirer. And like, you guys, like I said, I meet a lot of people. So like, I met a lot of guys before that, because on Valentine's Day, this old dude bring me flowers. Sometimes ago, someone brought me banana nut bread because I told them I like banana nut bread. So like, I'm not like really not used, but like, I'm used to like some of the like people like, you know, bring me stuff like that, and I'm like secret admirer or whatever. And I'm here, I'm trying to think back of, did I have any conversation with anybody previously and stuff. So I'm just like, who the hell is it? Like, I'm like, who's my secret admirer? He's like, just here, it's from your secret admirer. So I'm like, you know, at this point, I'm just like, it's whatever. So I just took it. I said, it's whatever. So I just took it, right? So I took it. I'm opening it. At this point, we wasn't really busy because during the night, we're not as busy at work. So I just took it. I opened it up. And I think I still do. Do you guys want to see it? No. Basically, it was a letter, not a letter. It was a card. So, and then the card basically said, since you fix up my food every morning, I would like to return the favor. And inside it had his I guess his nickname, and then it had his number. And then inside of it was $25. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Like, don't get me wrong, I was like, oh, that's so cute. And like, everybody at the job was like, oh my god, like, girl, who the hell is it from? Blase blase. I'm like, girl, I don't know. This dude talking about secret admirer and stuff like that. And I don't know, like, overall, I just thought it was like a really nice gesture. I didn't really look too deep into it, but when I did finish up my shift, I did I messaged the number. I was like, hey, my name is blase blase. I'm the person that you gave the thing to, and I would just like to say thank you. Like, you know, just to be like common courtesy, because that was really nice. Because who would think about, because people don't do that basically. So I'm just like, I thought that was just like a really nice gesture for someone to do and stuff like that. And like, working in customer service, you know how like the customers get and stuff like that. They be mad rude and shit. So like, the fact that a person did that, I thought it was like really nice. So me, I just texted him as in just like being like, okay, thanks for being nice and stuff like that or whatever. And then I think he texted back like immediately. And he was like, damn, what did he say? He texted back immediately. like he texted me within like a few minutes saying you're welcome and stuff like that. Oh, and also that he didn't really like do it. He didn't really do it because he wanted a thank you and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. And he's like, oh, he didn't personally want to give it to me because I guess he don't like you know, basically he don't like attention. He don't like attention. And you guys, the colors that I'm using is these colors from Juvia's Place palette. What is this palette called? Not really sure. The Warrior 2 palette. I'm just using all the browns. It's not really anything specific. But yeah, so basically he's like, oh, he didn't want to cause a scene and stuff like that and actually bring it to me, so he just gave it to one of his peoples to give it to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, bet. When I tell you I'm saying bet, because like me, I didn't really look into anything into it, so I just wanted a text to say thank you, because mind you guys, I really wasn't looking for anything because I never met the person, so I don't even know how he looked like or anything. So in my head, I'm just like, okay, thank you. And so, you know, I went about my business. He texted after he said that. I was like, oh, okay, well, overall, thank you and stuff like that. It was really nice of you and shit. And then that's when actually, hold on. Did I text right then and there? I think I did. Either I waited or I texted back or I didn't. But after he did text that, I was like, okay. I want to put a face to the name. So can I have your picture? So basically I made him send me a picture. He sent me a picture, right? And honestly, I seen the picture. I never, in my head, I'm like, okay, dude, I never seen you before. And off rip, I didn't think he was ugly or anything. But he wasn't necessarily like my type. He wasn't like a dude that I actually would, you know, voluntarily like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, fuck with this nigga and stuff like that. So he wasn't really a dude that I really would personally like go and talk to. So I was just like, okay, whatever. Not that deep. And after he sent the picture, I was like, okay. And then that's when he was asking me for a picture and shit like that. I didn't respond or whatever, like, not to even be rude, but I'm just like, yeah, no, okay, you already know how I look like. Obviously you've seen me before, so there's no need for me to take a picture. And mind you, after I didn't respond, he didn't text back. Actually, he did text back. He texted back after he said the to send him a picture, and I didn't respond. And then he sent me like emojis. You know how when people send you emojis, like the eye emoji, like basically prompting like, are you gonna send the picture or whatever. I just opened the message and I just closed it. Not even to be rude, but I was just like, whatever. So, and then after that happened, that was it. I think a whole 2 weeks went by. Never heard from him. And honestly, I took him off my mind. Like, I didn't even think about anything of it. And then that's when, like, 2 weeks later, a number popped up on my phone. I'm like, who the hell is this? The number popped up, and then that's when I realized it was dude. I was like, what the hell? I was like, where the hell you came from? Like, out of nowhere and shit. So that's why I'm like, some told me like, Luigi, just, you know, just text him to see like what's up. He might be a really nice person. So, or yeah, he might be a really nice person. So just text him and see what's up. So, you know, and then from then on, like, we literally just, that night we spent like the whole night talking and stuff like that. So yeah, we spent the whole night talking and stuff. And that's literally where like shit started. Basically, ever since then, we just started talking like back to back or whatever. And then a few weeks later was when like, oh yeah, I think it was like, yeah, a few weeks later. I think it was damn near like, was it a month? No, it was close to a month, but it was probably like 3 weeks after. 3 weeks after I finally met him, because basically I was prompting him like, okay, I never met you before, like, can we meet up and stuff like that? Because me, I'm the type of person where I like I go off people's vibe and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to feel how his vibe was before, you know, we continued any type of like, you know, talking and shit like that. And then that's when we finally met in person. I'm like, when I met him, I was like, oh shoot. Oh, I missed the whole part, you guys. I missed the whole part. Damn, does it look a little too dark? Hold on. Let me play with the lighting real quick. Not sure if this looks too light. Well, we'll see later on to see if it's too dark or too light. But y'all don't care about the makeup. But yeah, I missed the whole part. Basically, like, when I tell you guys, we was just talking about everything. And honestly, I just, like, I wasn't really attracted to him in that way. But then I got attracted to, like, the way he talked, like his energy. And yeah, basically, like, just the way he was talking and stuff like that. And I really like that, like, because I like having intellectual conversation with people. I don't like, oh, what you doing ass nigga. Like, I don't need a dude texting me every day, what you doing, where you at. Like, I hate dudes like that. So, like, and that wasn't him. Like, girl, he was doing the whole 9 yards. Like, dude was calling me on a regular, was like having like long ass conversations together and shit. And yeah, I was just like feeling his vibe. Like, he was like very mature and stuff like that. And like, he was just telling me about himself and stuff like that, and like what he want to do in the future, like all that. Like, dude was spilling everything, and I'm just like, okay, yo, like, in my head I'm like, oh shoot, like, God finally like gave me a dude that I was looking for and stuff like that. So, you know, and then that's when I finally was like, okay, yo, I want to meet you, like, because you a cool ass person. Like, I like our conversations and stuff and all this extra stuff, right? Then boom, okay, we finally met. And then in person, I was just like, oh shoot. You know how some people aren't really like photogenic? So like, basically his picture was a lie, because like, honestly, he was kind of a little bit shorter, but he was cute. So I'm like, damn, okay, like, damn, you kind of, oh shoot, you kind of actually are like, you know, attractive or whatever. Yo, this I look like mad ugly, but whatever. But I'm just like, okay, you look actually very handsome. Like, he was very handsome dude and stuff like that. So I was like, ooh, that's a plus. Like, I like the way you think, and you're like still attractive. So I was just like, that was cool. And then, so, you know, and then after that, we spend the night, you know, just talking and stuff like that, just getting to know each other. Yo, this looks ugly. I look like a drag. But yeah, we basically just like, literally, we just talked a lot. Like, he was the type of person, he was like kind of like an oversharer. Like, he just shared, he was just talking a lot. But me, I don't mind, because like, I like having, like, I don't like dull ass conversations and stuff like that. So I was like, oh shoot, like, I really like talking to you and stuff like that. So that's when, okay, that happened. And I'm like, all right, cool, bet. Like, this dude is mad cool. And, you know, like, I don't know exactly what we were doing, but that's when the situation happened, where I was like, way before, like, you know, we started doing anything, I was like, okay, so what exactly are we doing? And I'm saying, I asked that question not to even be like, okay, bitch, are we talking? Are we in a relationship? Are we blase? Like, that wasn't what I was asking. Basically, I asked that question so I can know but basically, you know, just to know where we at. Because like I said before, like, I don't like being in the gray area. I want to know if, okay, are we just, you know, are we talking? Are we like seeing where things go? Are we friends? Like, basically, like, what are we, or what are we doing and stuff like that. And basically, like, he always tried to like dodge the question and stuff like that. And like, I mean, like, when he did dodge it, I was just like, okay, whatever. I was just like, whatever, I'm probably gonna bring it up again, which I did like later on. And basically, he dodged the question. I was like, all right, whatever, bet. But when I tell you, I was still feeling him, you know, like, he was like trying to sell me a story, child. He was making me like him and stuff like that. Because me, I'm a type of person where I don't it takes me a while to actually, you know, open up with someone and stuff like that. And I don't know, like he was just selling me a dream, girl. He was like, oh, I like doing X, Y, and Z. Like, he like, oh, I like to communicate. Girl, he was just saying everything. Like, you know how when a dude just, he probably read a girl book and stuff like that, and he was just saying all the right stuff. That basically was him. So he was just basically saying all the right things. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, this dude is like legit. Like, he's mature. Like, he knows what he wants. Well, let me rephrase that, because honestly, obviously he didn't know what the hell he wanted. But yeah, like, he was mature and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, this dude might be like legit. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like feeling, dude, I'm gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me. You guys, it's already been 20 minutes. This is about to be mad long. Like I said, if I don't finish the story, at this point, if I don't finish the story like in time, or if it's too long, my bad, y'all, because I didn't know it was gonna take that long. But yeah, but I'm basically almost done. But yeah, like, he was just selling me a story and shit like that. And when I tell you guys, we was talking like back to back for like weeks. Like, we was talking back to back in weeks. And then this particular week, what happened this particular week? But yeah, we was talking back to back, and then like we would have like few little disagreements here and there, like nothing too serious, nothing. It was just like that raised any red flags and stuff like that. And he was basically saying how he wasn't a F nigga and stuff like that. It always be the ones talking about they ain't no F nigga, but they really are, high key. But yeah, I mean, we had like little disagreements and stuff like that, but it wouldn't really be that deep. It wouldn't be that deep and stuff, so I never really paid it no mind. But then it was just this particular week where basically we were just having a conversation, and then it just went dead. The conversation went dead. And normally, let me say this, like, normally when he isn't like gonna be busy during the day, he would like let me know. He was like, oh, okay, today is gonna be like a busy day and stuff for me, so I want to talk to you right now, or I'm just gonna let you know so you're not wondering why I haven't texted and stuff like that. And when I tell you guys, I was a sucker for that, because I'm like, I like when, you know, people communicate, because honestly, it is just that easy. Like, if you are gonna be busy, let me know, like, so I'm not here like waiting on anything and stuff like that, or wondering where you're at. So like, he used to do stuff like that. He used to let me know, and then we used to just be on the phone and stuff like that. And then it was just this particular day where we had a conversation the previous morning, because he'd be up during the morning, and it was around like 3 a.m. and we were in the middle of a conversation, and literally the conversation just stopped. Like, it stopped. Like, in that time I just thought, okay, he just went to sleep, so all right, whatever, bet. So I'm thinking he went to sleep. So the next day, you know, I hit him with the actually no, before then, after he didn't text back for a few minutes, I called. So I called. Normally he would pick up. So I called, and I didn't get any response. Fuck. Okay, anyways. Well, why, you know what I'm doing and you still open the door? All right, so where did I leave off? So basically, I forgot to do one thing. Hold on, let me do my contour first. But yeah, but it was this particular day where basically he stopped texting, and I called, but like I didn't get any response. So I'm just like, at this point, I just thought he went to sleep, because he's a very quick sleeper for some reason. So I'm just like, all right, bet he went to sleep. So the next the day came to an end, because I told you guys that it was around 2 a.m. So, and then it was around 9 p.m. So in my head, I'm just like, okay, normally by now he would message me. Normally by now he would message me. So I'm just like, I'm wondering, where the hell is this dude? So I'm here, like, I texted again. I'm like, I hope you good. I hope you're good, because me, I'm the type of person where, like, I'm a worrier, okay? Like, I be coming up with the craziest, like, things that could happen to a person. Because, you know, like don't get me wrong, like, I didn't even do it try to be, like, annoying, like, oh, I don't want to give him space. But if you're talking to someone almost every single day, and then one day out of nowhere they just stop, like, you know, texting you and stuff like that, obviously you would think the worst. Well, not the worst, but, like, you know, something happened. So obviously I texted and I was like, oh, I hope you're good and stuff like that. No response. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm like, I don't know if he going through something. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna give you space. The next day passed, nothing. So I called, because I was getting worried again. So I'm just like, okay, called him a few times. I probably called him in total probably like 50 times. I called, nothing. I'm like, all right, like, what the hell? And then that was on a Tuesday. Now Friday finally came. I haven't heard a word from this dude, right? Not a damn word. So I'm just like, okay, like, this dude must be dead. And okay, you guys, you know how hood dudes be. So in my head, I'm like, oh shoot, like, I hope dude didn't get, like, arrested or anything, like, you know, like, anything, like, serious. So I'm like, oh shoot, I hope he didn't get arrested. So that's kind of what's going through my head. So I'm over here downloading jailbase and stuff. I'm downloading jailbase. I'm like, oh shoot. Like, mind y'all, I didn't even know his full name. So what I had to do was I had to go through the how you say it, like, basically the recently arrested people. And when I tell you guys, it was so much people that I had to go through. And when I finally finished, like, I didn't see him on there. So I'm like, all right, that's a good sign. Nothing happened. So now if that didn't happen to you, you must have fell in your shit and, like, you know, I don't know, like, you had an accident or something. Something must have happened for you not to message me back. So I'm like, okay, so Friday finally came. Like I said, haven't heard from him. So Friday came. I'm like, all right, since I kept talking about him, I'm like, let me go see, like, let me check his crib, because I know where he stay at. So I went to his crib. I'll go over there, and I'm here barely remembering the door. I'm here knocking, trying to figure out which door he is. And I finally, like, you know, settled on the door. And if I was wrong, I just would have went to the next one. But I'm here knocking and stuff. Didn't hear anything. So I'm just like, So in total, I did 3 knocks. I knocked 3 times. And that's when I didn't hear anything. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I went to his neighbor door, because, you know, like, neighbors be nosy. They'll know if anything up. So, you know, if he got arrested or if anything happened, if he got in a hospital or whatever, they would have seen it all go down. So I'm just like, all right, let me knock his neighbor's door real quick to be like, oh, did you happen to see him here today? And at this point, I'm in the headspace of, okay, I just want to see if you're okay. And if you're okay, I'll just take my butt home, right? But his neighbor didn't answer either. So I'm like, okay. I went and I sat in the car for a little bit. I called my friend. I'm like, girl, you can't believe where I'm at and stuff like that. I ain't hear no response and stuff. And, you know, just talking to my friend. And then in the mix of talking to my friend, right? In the mix of talking to her, because I was on FaceTime and I was sitting in the car this way. The car was facing this way. And then that's when I seen someone that kind of looks like him walk and got in a car. So in my head, I didn't really think of anything of it, because I'm like, nah, that can't be him. So I was just like, whatever. And then the car went by. So I was like, okay, that can't be him. And I just keep on, like texting. I keep talking to my friend, explaining like what's happening and stuff like that. And basically she's like, just call him one more time. And then after that, if he don't answer, just leave. So I called him, no response again. And then that's when I was like, okay, at this point I'm about to start getting ready to leave. And then that's when a number texted me. And well, his number texted me out of nowhere. And then he's like, are you at my house? I double checked that. I'm like, I know this can't be him. And then I texted, I was like, yeah, I'm at your house. And then he was like, oh, nah, you crazy. I'm like, I'm crazy. That's literally what I texted back. I'm crazy. With the like eye up emoji. I'll insert it if I remember. But yeah, I did the up emoji. I'm like, I'm crazy or whatever. And then that's basically where I was just like, so I'm like, so what's going on? Like, I haven't heard from you for whatever. That's what I thought. That's what I thought in my head. I didn't respond that. And then that's basically when at this point, I'm like, hold on. So this nigga good. Now he calling me crazy. So at this point, I just called him back. Because at this point, I'm about to give him a piece of my mind. And then that's basically when he answered the phone. He answered the phone and like, and then I was about to, he's like, why you keep calling? I said, why I keep calling? At this point, I was like, all right, bet, say less. So I was about to hang up. That's when he was like, all right, stay where you at. I'm about to come back. I'm like, you know what? At this point, all right, bet. But at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm done with this dude. I'm not about to sit here and be boo-boo the fool. So I'm just sitting there, you know. I told my friend, you can't believe who texted, like, yeah, this bum ass dude just texted me talking about I'm crazy and stuff like that, and why I keep calling him and shit. And finally, that's when he finally came back to the house. He came back to the house because I'm trying to finish this story up because I don't want to be here forever. But yeah, like, I popped back in his house. Well, he came back to his house and I was waiting for him, and he popped at my window. And then this freaking bum dude, he basically just standing there smiling. I'm like, why the hell this dude smiling? Because bitch, I'm about to rip your freaking head off, right? And then at that point, when, you know, I finally calmed down and stuff, and then I'm like, dude, where the hell you at? Where the hell was you and stuff like that? And he's like, dang, you crazy and stuff like that. But then he's like, oh, I appreciate you coming to check up on me and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, bet. So where the hell you was at? And basically, he was just explaining, like, I'm not going to put his business out there or anything. But basically, like, he goes through this stage where he doesn't really, like, he goes through this stage, I guess, where he don't really talk to people, or like he feels like he wants to be alone. And like, I completely understand that, but what blew me was, why couldn't you just tell me, like, okay, I'm not in the mood to talk for a while, so you're not gonna hear from me. And then I would have been like, all right, bet, say less. I would have left you alone. But the fact that you didn't say anything, for literally like what, 3-4 days, got me here thinking like you got arrested and stuff like that. And I'm telling him all this, like, you got me here thinking something bad happened to you and stuff like that. Why couldn't you just text me and let me know? And he's like, oh, that's not what I do. When I finish stuff, I just, you know, when I get in situation, well, when I get in that feeling, I just, you know, fall off the face of the earth and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, really? But I'm like, okay, well, I like to know, you know, if you are going to go through that thing, just let me know, so I'm not here popping up at your house like a crazy person. Right? And then, okay, that happened, you know, and then basically I stayed there a few hours, you know, us just talking about everything and stuff like that, and him just telling me just like the stuff he be going through and stuff. And I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, bet, this dude got problems, but it's whatever. He got problems, but whatever, right? Okay. So after that happened, you know, I went home feeling all good, girl. We made up and everything. And then, you know, we're talking back to regular smuggler. That was Friday. We talked Friday, the end of Friday when I got home. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday came again, right? Tuesday came again. We was having a conversation again in the beginning of the morning, around like the same time, like 2 a.m. and basically we was on the phone, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if his phone got disconnected or whatever, and basically it just stopped. Like the phone just hung up, and I'm like, what the hell? So I called back. Actually, no, I didn't call back. I texted him. I was like, well, damn, you could have said bye. Ain't hear nothing, but it said delivered. So I called back because, you know, I wanted to be petty. I called back. I was like, no, I called back. I didn't hear anything. No, that's not how it happened. I called back, and then I called back, and then it just hung up. You know how when you know when someone just end the call, you know when someone is ending the call. So I called back, hang up the phone. I called back, he hanged up the phone. I was like, I know you fucking lying. I know your ass is not here declining my calls. So at that point, I'm thinking, because, you know, he be joking around like that sometimes. So at this point, I'm just like, all right, bet. He's just being a booty. He's just being stupid and stuff like that. Let me not pay him no mind. Whatever. So I went to sleep. I did a little hee-hee face, and I was just like, I texted him. I was like, good night, with the F you finger, right? And then literally the same thing happened, y'all. So again, I didn't hear from dude. I didn't hear from dude a whole nother. Basically, I didn't hear from him again. And at that point, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna keep going through this cycle with this person. So I'm like, what the hell happened now? Like, did the same thing happen and stuff like that? Like, you just finished explaining things to me, and I just let you know how I felt. Like, if you do feel that way, let me know, and, you know, I'll give you your space, and you do what you gotta do. So like, why are you doing the same thing that you did last time? And at this point, I was over it. I'm like, Luigi, leave this dude alone, because at this point, he's just being I don't know, like, I don't know if he's mental or whatever, but leave this dude alone. So at that point, I didn't message him back. I didn't hear from him in like weeks. Yeah, I didn't hear back from him from weeks. And at that point, I didn't message him back or anything. I said, it's whatever. I didn't talk back to him in weeks. I didn't hear from him. And that's when a few weeks went by. I texted him because I was talking to my friend, because at that point I felt like we had some unfinished business or whatever. So at that point, I told my friend, I'm like, oh, do you think I should text him and stuff and let him know how I feel and stuff? And basically she was just like, yeah, write a long text, you know, letting him know how you feel. So that's exactly what I did. And I think it was around February, I think 16. And then I texted him. I wrote him a long paragraph, like just explaining how I felt and like why he just, you know, fell out the face of the earth and stuff like that. And then that's when this dude texted me. Like, when I tell you guys, I poured my heart in this message. I poured my heart out on this message. And basically he messaged me with I can't read it right now. He texted me back, which I was shook. He hit me with I can't text you back right now. I'm like moving around right now, so I can't really look at my phone. I'll text you later when I'm not doing anything or when I'm not moving around too much. I was just like, this nigga. But at this point, I was like, okay, whatever, bet. So that's when this whole day I'm here waiting for his message, because he said he was gonna message back and stuff like that. So I'm here waiting for him. And that's when it hits 11. It hits 11. Around 11 is when he texted me, and his response was, what's up? Now, I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I didn't respond to that. Because basically, okay, you said you're going to text me back after you know, doing whatever you're doing. That's besides the point where you haven't messaged me in like weeks, damn near a month. And now I sent you this long message, damn near pour out my heart, right? And he knew like I was feeling him too and stuff like that. It's not like he didn't know, because like I wasn't really hiding it at this point. I'm like, dude, I'm messing with you and stuff like that. And then basically I didn't respond back because his response was, what's up? So why are you saying what's up? Why didn't you just, you know, gave me your response to the letter that I was given? Honestly, the letter was like kind of like a goodbye like message, sort of. Yeah, it was kind of like a goodbye message and stuff like that. So like I just wanted to like, you know, get my point across and stuff. And I honestly wasn't really expecting much, but I would at least would think you would respond back to my message, which he didn't. He hit me with a what's up. So at that point, I was just like, you know what, whatever. Ain't respond back. So weeks passed by again. I deleted all his numbers. Well, he had 2 numbers. I deleted both of them. Hood niggas. I deleted both of them, right? And then, you know, I'm going on with my life, and at this point I'm just like, whatever. I'm into the gym. Trying to go to the gym, trying to forget about dude, because when I tell you guys, when you guys, like, you know, build a connection with someone and stuff like that, because you don't get a connection with everybody, and I honestly had a connection with him. I don't know about him, but I did. So it was kind of hard to, like, you know, not think about, like, oh, like, what the hell happened? Like, did I do something, or is this dude just crazy or whatever? But yeah, but at that point, I'm just like, you know what, Luigi? Take this dude's whatever out, like, out your mind and stuff like that. And that's exactly what I tried to do. You know, weeks later, long story short, weeks later, I got a text message saying, sending a black heart. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, who the hell is this was sending me a black heart or whatever? Like, what the hell is that? Like, and then that's when it started processing through my head. He has this habit of sending me black hearts and stuff like that. Not red heart, black hearts. He keeps sending me black hearts. So that's when I'm like, oh, that's him. So in my head, I'm like, okay, Luigi, hit him with a who's this? And before I was able to do that, mind you, I wasn't even gonna respond at all. I'm so nasty. I'm sorry, yeah. But basically, I was gonna hit him with that. I like, who is this? That's when he sent me a picture. He sent me a picture of himself because he knew what he was doing. He knew I probably deleted his number already. So he sent me his picture. I'm like, damn, so I can't say what's up anymore. So I let at least 3 hours go by, and I was like, LOL, because he said some type of joke. I said LOL. And I was like, what's up? And then basically he was just like, oh, damn, what did he say? He was like, none or whatever. None, what's going on with you? Something like that. And then I wait a few more hours, like at least 2. And I'm like, do you need me? I mean, do you need anything from me? Do you need something from me? Like, why are you texting me? Basically is where I was trying to get at. And basically, like, a few hours went by, and it was around like 5-6 p.m. is when he texted me talking about, he hit me with a, damn, what did he say? He was like, oh, yeah, I need you. Am I gonna see you tonight? I was like, I know this dude fucking lying. At that point, when I tell you guys, I was heated as hell. Like, okay, like, you got some nerve. Like, I know this story time was long and stuff, you guys, but there's a moral to it. I'm telling you, there's a moral to this story. So basically, like, he has some nerve. Like, so you didn't respond to anything of what I was saying. You haven't talked to me in like weeks, damn near months, and you're gonna pop out of nowhere and say, am I gonna see you tonight? Like, I would understand. I feel like I would understand it more or respond if he came in and was like, oh, if he was like, oh, coming here trying to apologize or explain to me like what happened. But that's not what he was on. He was just talking about, am I finna see you tonight? Like, what type of BS is that? So at that point, I was just like, no, Luigi, F that. So what I did was I deleted it. No, because his number was already deleted. So at that point, I just blocked both of his numbers. I blocked that shit. I'm like, nah, nigga, you could kiss my ass. So, and then that's when I just took it out of my mind. I'm like, this dude is dead to me, period. And then that's when the next day, later that night, you know, I'm on my computer, you know, just looking at shit. And then that's when I seen my iMessage, because you know how your phone is connected to your like MacBook. So I'm checking it, and then that's when I seen a number popped up. I'm like, and then it gave like the emoji. I'm like, who the hell is that? That's when I seen it was dude. It was dude sending, like, basically, because I made sure I put on my red receipt to make sure he seen that I seen his message and I just didn't respond. And basically he sent me this, and he has a habit of doing this when he does this when he's trying to be shady or when he's trying to get a response from me. So I'm like, I know you fucking lying. The MacBook was trying to set me up more, the story is, because I really just thought about like texting him back, but I'm like, nah, Lucci, don't even give him the satisfaction of basically texting back. But you guys, I'm gonna finish, because basically that's the end of the story time, but I'm gonna hurry up and finish like my face, and then I'm gonna come back and just show you guys the finished look and wrap up the story, because I know it was pretty long. All right, so you guys, I'm back with the finished look. I'm sorry I couldn't finish it on camera, but if I did, honestly, this video would have been mad long. It's already long as it is right now. If you made it to the end of this video, like, you the real one. But yeah, like, overall, the more, like, basically what I got from like that situation from that person was, because honestly, nothing is a mistake in life. It's just a lesson that you have to learn from. Basically what I got from it, and I hope that you guys will get it if you guys happen to catch yourself in a situation like that, is know your worth. Because honestly, like, if someone that wasn't me and that didn't know they were, they probably would have went back to that person and basically just keep repeating the cycle. Because in his standpoint, which I basically, like, you know, just thought about, was basically he thought that, because I did tell him how I felt about him and stuff like that, so basically he felt like, okay, like, ooh, this girl, you know, she feeling me and shit like that, she finna be here regardless, like she finna keep talking to me and all this extra stuff, when really that was not the case. I don't know who he thought I was, but little did he know, like, I'm that, okay? Like, I mean, like, you caught me slipping for the first time, but like the second time you really thought you was finna, like, I'm not stupid. Like, he literally thought that, yeah, this bitch like me, so let me take advantage of her and stuff like that. That's basically where I got from that. But knowing myself, me, I'm like, no, like, Luigi, you know your worth. You're not finna, there's other guys out there, like, ladies, when I tell you guys, there is someone out there for everybody, and I know there's someone that's out there for you, that's gonna treat you, like, that's gonna cherish you, that's gonna, like, treat you like a queen. Like, if you guys haven't watched Love Is Blind, the two couple, the black and white couple, like, that dude off rip said, I'm gonna take care of you. Until a dude treats me like that and says to me they're gonna take care of me, I'm not settling. And that's just how I see it. But basically he just thought that he could take advantage of me. And when I tell you guys, don't let these niggas out here be taking advantage of you, because honestly, you wasn't even all that for you to be doing all that. And guess what, now I'm on to the next, because honestly, with me, you only get one chance, and that's just how I see it. But that was just the end of that story. I'm sorry it was just mad long. I be telling y'all, it's hard for me to do my makeup and tell a story at the same time, and I like telling every little details. I don't know why, but I hope you guys did like this video. I hope you guys got something from that video. Like, let me know in the comments down below, like, did you guys think I should have responded back? Or like, let me know if you guys ever been through a situation like this before. Just let me know in the comments. And yeah, but I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, bye.